Hey guys, Joe Anthony here. Wanted to give out some great information that if you are in network marketing and you're building an affiliate team or you're looking to recruit to bring into your team, there's a few great concepts that can greatly help and greatly take you to where you really need to go. So thank you for tuning in for a couple seconds here. And let me just put my to get everything working perfectly. Great, great. Okay, guys. So how to recruit leaders. So leaders, there's qualities that leaders have that you look for, and there's qualities that as you build your team, you will see who the true leaders are. Sometimes people don't appear to be leaders when you recruit them, and then they become leaders through the process. Um, it was really great to hear a few times I had seen Les Brown. He had come up with a couple of good phrases. But you got to find people who are willing to do what most people won't do in order to have what most people won't have. Meaning that they're hungry, but they're humble. So humble means that they have the coachable, teachable qualities, but hungry means that they are determined, that nothing can, no obstacle of any size can distract them. They are so determined that the word impossible just motivates them that much more. That's really what leaders become, or what people that you are looking to recruit will become. The first part is that you have to become the attractor factor yourself, because usually leaders will look to be attaching themselves or attracted to other leaders. You know, leaders beget leaders, right? So if you grow yourself to become a leader in your network marketing company, and network marketing really, it's become more and more understandable and obvious that it's personal development that's really what it is. Because products, look, products, I mean, if you were just going to advertise products and sell products, and companies could sell products, but one of the best ways that companies can build a big team of distributors is when they have some great training. And the training really revolves around personal development, mindset, heart set. You know, a person's heart is has to be in it. That's where you get the stamina. That's where you get the determination, because they're not going to give up. You know, they get a bunch of no's, they get turned down, they get a lot of negative responses. They're determined. They're going to continue to press forward. When you're good at one, you can be good at multiple. I'm of the belief that multiple income streams are what produce true wealth and true time freedom, because you're leveraging passive residual income. So you have multiple things working for you. Unfortunately, there are those companies that have in their policies and their rules that you are not allowed to what they call cross-line recruiting. Well, you don't even have to cross-line recruit. If you're really able to share, and with social media and Facebook, people see what you're doing, and you don't even have to recruit them. You don't have to, or let me take that back. You don't even have to cross-line recruit them. You don't even have to tell them what they're doing or what they should be doing, or maybe they should be looking at your product, because they can see your product. So you don't have to necessarily, you know, offer them the opportunity. If part of what how Facebook works is that when you do Facebook Lives, you do YouTube Lives, your information will pop up, and if somebody is interested, they can listen to it, they can watch it without you physically or you personally going in and messaging them and saying, hey, take a look at this. Now, there are ways to market yourself, and there are tools that you can use in different platforms where it makes it easier and it automates it. But once you understand who your leaders are, then you can reach out. And, you know, I'm of the belief that if, let's say that I've been with a company for 15, 20 years, and you reach this plateau, and you just look at the company and you say to yourself, okay, how many years has it taken the company to do X? Are they a billion with a B? Are they $1 billion company and it's 20 years have gone by? If they've been around since, like, let's say if they've been around for 45 years and they've barely sold 1 million units or barely sold, 2 million units, that's nothing. If they have a product that supposedly has mass appeal and they haven't sold much beyond, I could see if they've sold 100 million. I mean, come on, there's 300 million people in the United States or more, just in the United States. You think of all the people in the United States. So in order to crack 1 million, it takes you that long. What's the difficulty that you're having with your product, right? Whereas company B, that's company A. So company B has a product where they're already in 100 countries. They're already producing more than 1 million per month, not every 15 years. So if you're looking at a company that's going to be 1 billion with a B in record time, that's who you want to be with. And sometimes you put less effort in the company that is not going to make you as much faster, and you put more effort in the company that is going to make you more income faster, right? I'm of the belief that you can have several, 3, 4, 5, 6 different income streams or entities set up passively where you get a residual income. You automate them. You can set up different things like an autoresponder. You can have follow-ups. You can do scheduled live events. You can just do live events that will reach out to people that are in your YouTube group, your Facebook group. And if you properly set them up so that they're keyword optimized, then Google will even pick it up. So it has the ability to rank based on the keyword and how many people are searching for that particular title, whatever you named your live stream. So get the fact that you can definitely make a change, you can make a difference, you can show the people that you're bringing into your opportunity, into your program, are not always going to be leaders right from the get-go, but you can see who the leaders that rise to the top are. And they're the ones that usually are doing things on Facebook. They're coming and listening to you. They're following. They're really trying to understand all the different ways and nuances, because let's face it, it's a people business. It's a social business. Personal development is learning how to pretty much break the ice and ask people, hey, what is going on in your world? What's happening? What's great? What are some of the pain issues? And maybe there's a solution here that we have. So finding the solution for other people. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you're helping other people to find the solution, then they're more likely to want to listen to you and maybe find out, hey, maybe you do have something. Because if you just go pitching people what your product and your company is, you're going to get pushback. It's a guaranteed. It's almost 100% of the time. People are just going to be like, I'm good. Hey, thanks, man. But if you go in there with, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So if you develop 3, 4, 5 different things that you have in common with that other person, then all of a sudden they'll be like, wow, this person, they're like me. They sound like me. They think like me. They're into the same things that I'm into. That's what happens when you build relationships. And you can do that much quicker and much faster on social media, using Facebook, using YouTube, and then using this platform of doing live streams. So what you want to do is you want to find a product or service that has mass appeal, that's getting amazing results. Now, I just happen to know of 2 particular ones where everybody, it's like air. It's like if you could harness air and you could sell air, then you could say, hey, I can get you some oxygen. I can get you some really high quality antioxidant oxygen, because everybody has to breathe. You don't have air for just a minute or two, a couple minutes, a few minutes. I mean, some people can't hold their breath for more than a minute sometimes. But if you had oxygen and you can harness that, imagine the ability for you to say, hey, I can give you more energy with my oxygen. You just breathe my oxygen, breathe my air, come into my space. But what's the next thing? It's water, right? So you got oxygen, water, food, right? Now, among those top three things, if you're breathing, then the other thing you have to be doing is drinking. You have to be drinking water. Your body's 78% water. You have to be drinking water. You have to get it somewhere. You don't want to get it with bottled, because bottled, it's acidic, it's plastic. There's so many studies now that are showing that cancer and all these different sicknesses are coming out of plastic because of just the leaching. And so there's a lot of negativity associated. Plastic water, bottled water companies don't sell water, they sell plastic. That's basically what they're selling. Plastic or, bottle, glass bottles. Like when I was a kid, I used to get milk delivered in glass bottles, right? It was healthier. Who's going to put, later they said, oh, wow, we can just put it in plastic, and everything is in plastic now, but it's leaching. And that's why you get so many people with cancers and different diseases, because they don't realize they're getting Alzheimer's and dementia and all this, not knowing that, guess what? It's plastic is killing people. Slowly but surely, it's killing you. It's shortening your lifespan. It's giving you a poorer quality of life. Now, back to the original thing of searching for leaders. So whatever your network marketing thing is, whatever your affiliate marketing is, whatever your direct sales is, whatever program or project that you're looking to do, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're building a stay-at-home business, or you're building a laptop lifestyle business, then what you want to do is you want to learn how to attract the leaders. And the best way to do that is to have a better lure and go fish in the high quality ponds. Go fish where the big fish are, or that's basically what you have to do. And the easiest way to do that on Facebook is to do searches and to join groups of higher quality, caliber quality type of audiences. So that way there, when you're fishing with your top of the line lure, you're more likely to get responses. And again, using that tactic, people love stories. So you got to tell stories, and you got to basically ask people how their world is, like what's important in their world, family, occupation, recreation, and then motivation. Excuse me. I had a couple of turkey dogs, and they're just, they're good. But I think I am still digesting them. That was like an hour ago. But anyhow, so what I really find that's funny is that when you build a team, when you build a network and you recruit leaders, you want to teach how to duplicate so they can do the same thing. So once you have 10 leaders, now you want to help those leaders to duplicate what you just did and go find 10 more leaders. And that's really one of the cool things that I think a lot of people are challenged with, is just simply, they have to be the leader. They have to get on and start doing live streams. I mean, really, I'm trying to help as many as I can to interview them and do some live streams for them to promote them, because once I can get them to see how easy it is to just do a live stream, you just have to have 3, 4, 5 different questions that you ask and you interview and hear their story, hear their testimonial, because that's really what makes people attract to, like, for example, and I'm going to use some real case studies here. So I'm looking for leaders, and one of the opportunities that I'm looking to fulfill is a billion-dollar industry, multi-billion-dollar industry, just with this one company alone, because the inventor, the founder of this company, back in 2004, devised a really cool technology for the military. Actually, is for Navy SEALs. And what it was doing was basically like, if you've ever seen Bourne, the Bourne series, how there were these super duper ultra turbocharged humans that this CIA, or part of the CIA agency, had been able to take and lift their energy levels, lift their immunity. I mean, they were just like almost immune to and superhumans. I mean, they literally had amazing power, amazing strength. They could do all these amazing things because what they were taking in their body was optimizing their bodies. It was giving them a higher energy level. It was boosting their immunity. It was giving them, it was supercharging them. And they were almost like, these superhumans that nobody could compete with. So similar to what this inventor did in real world, he devised this technology, and now what he's done is, fast forward to today, beginning of this year, actually launched a stem cell activation therapy that you basically wear. So you're wearing this new technology that is using some amazing, I'm not going to bore you with the technology and how it works. All I know is it works. It gets to reverse the aging. It takes people in their 20, 30, 40s, 50s, and even younger, but older too. It takes people in their 70s, 80s, 90s. And what it does is, somebody in their 70s and 80s, when they wear this patch is called X39, just to give you an example. When they wear this patch, they're going to feel so much more energy, supercharged, because they've lost almost all of their stem cell regenerative properties, right? You take somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s, maybe 50s, who's a really, keto diet, vegetarian, vegan, maybe not a meat eater, their immunity is pretty high. They're exercising, they're working out, they're hydrating properly. They're probably not going to get the same energy contrast. They will get regeneration. They will definitely feel it increased, but not as much, like the gap there is going to be so much bigger from people like over 50, 60, 70 and further, But younger people with, let's say, some brain injuries, or might have had strokes and things like that. Or, I've seen case studies where people have actually regained their eyesight. So this is powerful, and this is what appealed to me, because I'm wearing this now. I'm just going to show you. It's just, it looks like a nicotine patch almost, but it's not. It's just a little, you just attach it to, I put it on my wrist just because it's easier for me to access, and I see that I have it. And a lot of times it's just a conversation piece if I have short sleeve shirts on, what have you. But that's a thin part of the skin, where your inside of your wrist is, but you can wear it in the back of your neck. You can put it, below your belly button. You can place it preferably on flat, dry, clean skin. That's what the instructions say, and that's what I've been doing. I've been getting amazing results. I'm virtually pain-free. I work out, pre-workout, amazing energy, post-workout, amazing feeling, no loss of, sometimes you feel the pain of just a heavy workout, nothing like that. Definitely have to hydrate, and I recommend hydrogen-infused water, which is the best, half your body weight in ounces typically. But again, this is a really great opportunity for some leaders to take and just go gangbusters with this. You could build a passive residual income in just a few months, where you're looking at possible 6 to multiple 6 figures in just a few months, not a few years, because this thing is growing so rapidly, and because people repeatedly need it. Like, you wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And it's just it's just continuing to keep your level of stem cell regeneration at a peak. So you want to keep that happening. Like, I'm 65 and I feel like I'm 30, In fact, I feel better now and have more energy and stamina than when I was 30. You're sharper. It's working so that you don't have, and again, I'm not trying to, sell on just the product, but I'm trying to educate on the product, because if I'm looking for leaders, like if I was trying to attract more leaders into my network marketing opportunity, one of the things that I always try to focus on is how easy it is for them just starting out to start duplicating as well. And like, how can they grow and multiply? Because in most of these passive residual income opportunities. And the buy-in on this is so low. I mean, literally, how much you spend for a cup of coffee a day, multiply that times 30, and that's your buy-in. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You know what I mean? So everybody can get access to this. Everybody can start regenerating their cells. Everybody can start reversing the aging. Literally, like, you got thicker hair growth, color turns back into your hair, wrinkles disappear. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And it's so wide that everybody's almost well over 90% results that people are getting. So one of the things that excited me about this was the fact that, I was brought in by a leader. Guy's already at, six figures. He's only been in about 4 months. So I'm thinking, and he's over 66, 67. So I'm thinking, what's this guy doing? And all I'm doing is just the same thing, except I'm taking some shortcuts. And the team that I'm putting together, I'm actually making it a lot easier for them, because I am doing live streams. I am putting them on and wanting to hear their testimonials. So basically, when a leader comes in, I basically say, okay, let's get your story out there. So once your story, we help brand you, we get you to be the brand. Now people start recognizing you and start seeing, wow, what kind of results are you getting? And you're getting a story. And all of a sudden, I mean, you've heard of Suzanne Summers. She's an ambassador for the company. She's like one of the top spokespersons. She's been with the company for like 5 years. Company is called LifeWay. Now, I am telling you about the company only because when celebrities like her, she's 72 and looks like she's 30. How does she do that without surgery, Botox, or any kind of chemical treatment, or, new skin type of therapy, or whatever? I mean, yeah, it helps if you have a good diet to go with it. However, I mean, her complexion is just like no wrinkles. And how do you do that at 72? Without, like I said, without any surgery, without any, skin tucks or stretching or anything like that, plastic surgery, nothing. So if she's able to get results with this therapy, then there has to be something to it. Yeah, exercise is going to help. But man, to have the energy, I mean, when I hear these stories of an 86-year-old woman who couldn't walk, she was on a walker, and all of a sudden, like within hours of putting the patch on, she's walking. How does that happen? When somebody has a cataract surgery scheduled because they can barely walk, when they go into a movie theater, they can't even see where their seat is, they need help. All of a sudden, they put a patch on, and within hours, they can walk just fine. They cancel their surgery. They don't need cataracts now. How does that happen, guys? And this is the kind of stuff that, you get excited, because when you're looking for leaders, what you want to do is you want to let the leaders know, look, this isn't just your average everyday, lotion, potion, cream, CBD oil, or just the regular old thing. This technology is a technology that uses almost like photosynthesis, but it's a phototherapy that you just put it on. You just slap it on. I mean, there's nothing to swallow. I mean, yeah, you have to hydrate, but you're drinking water anyway. But the key part of this is it's in 100 countries already. It's in 100 countries, and it can be delivered already, which means if you brought in, let's just say that you brought in 1,000 people. Like, my goal was to help 1,000 families in 90 days. And I've only just been a few weeks. So I want to help 1,000 families to do this. And I want to take each one of those leaders and help them grow their 1,000 families exactly the same way. So if I can, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, it'll just keep growing. It's an unlimited depth. It is a simple 2x2, but the 2x2 is unlimited. So you can have, a 200,000, a $500,000, $1 million per month volume that you're sitting on, and you don't have to sell another one. So once I help 1,000 or 2,000 families, let's just say that I help you or some of these leaders to grow an international organization or a team where you're basically living off of, 100,000 a month. You don't have to keep recruiting. All you have to do is just keep consuming your personal volume. That's it. That is unlike other type direct or affiliate type programs where you have to keep selling new products to be active. There's a company out there, I don't want to name the names, but it has to do with water, that every 6 months you have to make at least one sale or you lose your whole commission. Or no, I'm sorry, you get 50% of your commission. I'm like, what is up with that? So it's not passive residual. It's not true passive residual because you have to continually sell to new customers, or you have to sell to yourself. And a lot of times that's what people do. They just, take their money and they go, oh, let me buy another $4,000 unit. Oh, let me buy another $4,000 or $5,000 unit, you know? And to me, it's like, why? Just so you can keep getting your commissions? That's not passive residual, guys. So when you're looking in the network marketing industry, one of the things that I find that attracts leaders, if you're going to recruit leaders, is you want to give them something where they can see the gotcha clauses up front. Because I'm full disclosure, full transparency. I don't want to have anybody thinking, hey man, like I didn't know what I was going to get into. Now there is some work, like you can't be shy. You can't just sit on your butt and not talk. I mean, this is the whole thing with network marketing. It's a social thing. I recruited a guy and, loved it, got all excited, and he had all these nurses he was going to talk to, and I got all these nurses. I got 1,500 nurses, and it's going to be great, and blah, blah, blah. And he disappeared. Like, what happened to all your nurses? I thought you were going to start talking to these nurses that you're recruiting for or whatever. So a lot of times people just think that you just wake up in the morning and you don't have to do any work. But this is what makes it easy, is using some simple tools. You can sit in your house, you can be at the coffee shop, wherever there's Wi-Fi. But you're really doing people a favor by telling them your story. Like my story is I had 6 places in my body that I had pain every day. I had headaches, shoulder pain, neck pain. My C5, C6, I was going to have to probably have surgery or just go to a chiropractor for the rest of my life. Foot pain, leg pain, and I'm trying to work out at the gym. Again, when you get into your late 50s, 60s, most people, it's just like, hey, they just have this mind thing where it says, oh, it's a given. I'm just going to be, I'm going to start feeling pain. And, you get on your insurance, you start going to the doctor, you start popping a pill for this ill and a pill for that ill, and everything's pills, because that's what big pharma wants you to do, right? That's all the doctors just, hey, let me write you a script for this. Now with this patch that I can just wear, this is like the movie Cocoon, where they all jumped in the pool, and even though they were in their 70s, 80s, 90s, they were running around like little kids, like they had their youth back. This is even better than that. This is better than that. So if you ever wanted to find a opportunity where you could build a huge passive residual, recruit other leaders to duplicate and do the same thing, and it's super simple. It's super simple because there's no lotion and potion. There's nothing that you have to swallow or ingest, or nothing goes in your body physically. It's just a piece of tape. You just put a piece of tape on your body and that's it. And you go for 12 hours and you just take it off after 12 hours and you're done. And you sleep like amazingly. Sleep is deeper, longer. You wake up much more clarity, like your cognition, your memory is just sharper. You have a mood, like for people with bipolar, your bipolar is gone because this levels your entire mood out. You don't need your blood pressure medicine because it regulates everything. It's literally reversing whatever's going on in your body. It's reversing that aging. It's replacing or regenerating like the mitochondria in your cell. It's actually giving you, it's like having a car that has like 300,000 mile. The engine has 300,000 miles. The body is still good, but you just need to replace the engine. So imagine having a brand new engine and now you've got a brand new car again. So it's the same idea. Like you're regenerating with this technology. It's just like amazing, the most amazing technology. So the idea is you want to recruit leaders. You have to be the leader. You have to be the one to step out there. Forever Young X39.com, foreveryoungx39.com. That is the easiest way that I've been getting people to at least, see what it is that we're doing. If you are a leader or if you want to become a leader, I am putting it out there and I'm doing probably 3, maybe 4 live streams per week, interviewing different leaders or different people who've had stories that tell. I want to create a platform so that people have a way to get their voice out there, like a podcast, if you will. And that way there, it's not just the same person over and over, but you're seeing a wide array of people from all over, different parts of the country, different parts of the world. And that's the thing that blew me away. I mean, having the ability to have this delivered in over 100 countries today, that's powerful. That's powerful because people want to wait. It's like, oh, I'm joining this new company, this network marketing company, and I'm trying to build a team. Oh, yeah. What country are you in? Well, we're in the United States. We're just thinking of opening up into Canada. Or we're just ready to go into Mexico. No, 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 guys. You want a company that already has their distribution approved. They can distribute in over 100 countries now. And this product just got released at the beginning of 2019. So it's so brand new. How can they be in over 100 countries? Because they're already 15-year-old company. They've already set up their patents. This guy is brilliant. He created, he has patents pending with other things that are going to even blow this away. But right now, everybody's talking about stem cells, but it's so expensive. So if I were going to have, like, if I were a celebrity and I wanted to have my own stem cells re-injected into other parts of my body, that's what I would do. I'd go and they would take it out of the blood of, where I had some good stem cell left, and they put it in another part of the body. And it's very painful. You're going to be laid up for probably a week. It's very expensive. You're talking thousands. And it only lasts for a little while. It doesn't last forever. Here, for the price of a cup of coffee every day, you can put this on. I mean, look at, if I was talking with you right now and we were just hanging out, we were having coffee, whatever, I'd say, look, take a patch. You want to buy a few? I sell these between $6 and $7 a piece. $6 and $7 a piece. You can get a whole 30 of them for $150. Okay? You can get a whole 30 of these for $150. So, $5 a day times 30, $150. Or you become a quote unquote distributor and you get a discount. And then you can start building an organization and get a passive residual. So that's why I said, people are going to be wearing these every day. This is like getting paid every month because people are going to want to keep putting these on their body because they're going to want to keep reversing their aging. Nobody wants to just wear it today and like, oh, okay, I feel great today, but I don't care. I'll feel bad for the rest of the day or for the rest of the year. You want to continue to feel the same way. So I have been pain-free since I've been wearing these for the last, 4.5, 5 weeks, right? I've noticed I'm already starting to just feel more energy on a regular daily basis. So it's not like I just feel good today and then tomorrow I'm having a bad day and then the next day. No, you feel good every day. As long as I put this on, I feel good every day for 12 hours. It's like I unplug it after 12 hours, I go to sleep. That's it. It's so simple, man. And it is very, very effective because it works within an hour. I saw results right when I first put it on the very first time within an hour. And most people are seeing over 90% get results within the first hour or two of putting it on. That's how fast this thing works. It's not a placebo because it works for animals too. There was somebody who had a cat that was sick. And they didn't know what was wrong with it. It wasn't eating nothing. They took it to the vet. They couldn't figure it out. Put one of these patches on it. Next day, cat's back to normal, eating normal. Everything's normal. So, I mean, how can it be a placebo? A cat wouldn't know any different, right? So it's like, this thing is huge, guys. And I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking to recruit leaders and teach you how to recruit leaders as well. So we can duplicate. You can build a team. Start with 1,000. 1,000 is easy. The next 90 days, you put 1,000 people in your group, in your team. I'll show you how to use Facebook, show you how to use this platform, show you how to do it. You duplicate what I'm doing. You get the same results. If I'm making 100 grand a month, I'm going to help you duplicate that. If I'm making 200 grand a month, I'm going to help you duplicate that. Whatever I do, it's duplication. It's just copy and paste. Can you copy and paste, right? Because if you get the same results I'm getting, you wear the patch, you're going to get the same results. Wear the patch, you get the same results I'm getting. That's your story. Stories sell, facts tell. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's the difference. Do you care? Do I care about your pain? Maybe your pain is financial. Maybe your pain is physical. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But I know you have pain because you're human just like me. Everybody has pain. Everybody has the same problems. We all want freedom. We all want more money. We all want good health. You know, if we can have that and show other people to have the same thing, guys, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, man. I mean, I'm trying to make it so that I take away all the gotchas. The only thing is you. It's personally you. Personal development. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a lion? Or do you see a tiny little cat? Oh, I don't know. I fear this. I fear that. I can't do anything. It's personal development then. We need to change your habits, change your mind and your heart. You need to synchronize the two. Fear comes from here, not from the heart. Courage is from the heart, right? Remember the Wizard of Oz. What did he lack? Courage. It was in the heart. So you build up what I call mind-heart coherence. You connect the two in synergy. They're synchronized. When your heart is disconnected from your brain, that's when you get problems. And most people that are broke, their heart and mind are disconnected, guys. Most people that are broke, their heart is disconnected from their brain. I mean, these are facts. I'm telling you facts. It's a science. It's proven. All you have to do is just act on it. You don't have to think, just act and you'll get the results. This is not one of those things, oh, is it going to work for me? I don't know. It works for everybody. But you have to be hungry, can't be lazy, and you have to be humble. Got to be coachable and teachable because there's new things, there's new strategies, new mindsets, new behaviors, you're creating like a new personality. Your old personality is keeping you broke. Your new personality is going to bring you into the health and wealth. Okay, and that's what I'm doing, is I'm duplicating somebody else who was healthy and wealthy. And now once I learn it, I copied that person. I used to work for Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins had this, I was a senior tech advisor for Tony Robbins. He had this one saying that I never forget. He said, find other people that are getting the results that you want and model them. Okay? There's always a way. If you're not getting the results, there's always a way to get the results. And that's one of the things that I believe. The word impossible should motivate everybody, because that's what a leader, when you're looking to recruit a leader, ask them, what would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious would you be in wanting to accomplish your goal, even if it looked impossible? Right? How serious on a scale of 1 to 10? The person who's a true leader, they're going to be so determined that no obstacle of any size will deter them from achieving their goal. 1% doubt, you're out. 1%. So you got to be all in, 100%. You got to be coachable, teachable. The patch, this stem cell therapy, there's nothing else out there like it. Every doctor wants to get their hands on it. Everybody who's in pain wants to get their hands on it. Everybody who's in pain wants to get their hands on it. They don't want to be popping pills for the rest of their life. Everybody with dementia, Alzheimer's, everybody with any kind of deterioration, of aging, wants to get their hands on it. And all it is just a patch. You just wear the patch. That is it. I mean, how can we make it easier and simple, guys? So foreveryoungx39.com. There's a cool video there. I'm going to be doing these probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe on the weekend I'll do it as well. So with that, if you have any, I guess there's no questions or comments at all, but if you definitely are interested, I would go to that link, do more research, get the research, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. I always tell people, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to educate you and inform you. Do the research. Do your own research. That's what I did. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. I would love to build a team with you, though. I would love to help you build a team and grow it. If you have a goal, like I have a goal of helping 1,000 families, so I'm pretty excited, and I want to take massive action as much as I can to help as many people in the shortest period of time as I can. And that's what I think a lot of people really need is they just, leaders want to be able to come in and say, hey, what do we do and how do we do it? And boom. And then, invite people to listen. There's plenty of these. Some of them are replays. I have a bunch of video links where basically you hand them the link. And when they go to the video, if you get this little tool, it's like $15 per month. It will notify you when somebody that you gave the link to watches the video. So boom, they started watching it, and then bam, they finished watching it. But if you don't want to have that, then you can invite them to connect with the live stream, or you can just have them go to if you end up enrolling yourself and getting started, you get your own replicated site, which can allow you to now attract others to it. And that in turn is the duplication model, because you give them your replicated site and that helps them join and enroll and get started with you, and your commissions start coming in, and and that duplicates that, so that it's kind of already set to go. It's turnkey, it's ready. There's plug and play. All those terms mean the same thing. It's on mobile. In fact, there's a mobile app. So I'm on my laptop right now, but basically all you have to do, you can do this right on mobile, guys. Look at, okay. This is how cool this is, right? It's on mobile. And the mobile app, you can do the whole, this is, I'm telling you, if I made this so simple that all you had to do is spend a couple hours a day to do this, and you could still do your other, this could be a side hustle. This could be your little side hustle. Keep doing your job, working your 2 jobs, but this could be a side hustle that once it equaled whatever your other jobs were, if you need to make 5,000, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, whatever that is for you, when the side hustle equals whatever that number is, you've got time freedom, because you can do this virtual anywhere. All right. So with that, I thank you for visiting today. Hey, it was great. And I always love, being able to share and educate and be able to coach and train and, leave a little bit out there, make some universal deposits. So with that, thank you, continue, and peace, and continue to enjoy. Hope to see you on the inside, guys. Thanks.